Although Mondelez closed Q4 and FY 2025 with some sweet results, there could be some bitter bites ahead because its outlook appears to be on a more cautious path, as pricing fatigue, shifting consumer preferences, and cocoa volatility weigh on growth expectations. For Q4, Mondelez reported net income of $665 million, or 51 cents per share, with adjusted EPS of 72 cents, beating Wall Street's 70 cents estimate. Revenue rose 9.3% to $10.5 billion, also ahead of forecasts, driven largely by pricing rather than volume. Full-year results showed revenue of $38.54 billion, a rise of 5.8%, and profit of $2.45 billion, but fiscal year diluted EPS fell 44.7% to $1.89, reflecting severe margin pressure from cocoa and other input costs. Adjusted EPS of $2.92 declined 14.6% on a constant currency basis. CEO Dirk Van de Put highlighted strong cash generation, $4.5 billion in operating cash flow, and $3.2 billion in free cash flow, and $4.9 billion returned to shareholders, while acknowledging that unprecedented cocoa cost inflation materially hurt profitability. Volumes declined 3.7% for the year and 4.8% in Q4 as repeated price hikes pushed value-conscious consumers toward cheaper alternatives and healthier snack options. Looking into 2026, Mondelez struck a conservative tone. It expects organic net revenue growth of flat to 2% and adjusted EPS growth of flat to 5%. Free cash flow is projected at around $3 billion. While cocoa prices have fallen sharply from prior peaks, Mondelez has already hedged most of its 2026 exposure at higher levels, limiting near-term margin relief. So it's shifting from aggressive pricing to a more balanced strategy, centered on stabilizing volumes, brand investment, and structural cost savings. While its scale and iconic brands remain long-term advantages, management signaled that 2026 will be more about rebuilding momentum than delivering outsized growth, particularly amid cautious consumers and ongoing commodity and geopolitical uncertainty. Externally, Berenberg expects cocoa prices to ease in 2026, but not collapse as sharply as futures markets imply. Using a farmer survey from Ivory Coast, which produces about 40% of global cocoa, the broker forecasts a 20% price decline, more a partial reversal of last year's spike than a full correction. Lower cocoa and sugar costs should support chocolate makers, margins from 2026. But near-term demand remains weak due to price-sensitive consumers. So it's not a surprise Mondelez warned that annual profit will take a larger hit than previously expected, as high cocoa costs, trade uncertainty, and weaker consumer demand pressure results. Demand has softened as inflation and price increases push consumers to cut back on discretionary snacks, particularly in North America and Europe, leading to consumers buying less or trading down to smaller packs and discounted channels. Higher-income shoppers continue to favor premium offerings, while lower-income consumers focus on value. Mondelez said promotions have been less effective in reviving U.S. snack demand, and competition has intensified, especially in Europe. The company plans to adapt by adjusting pack sizes, refining promotions, and expanding healthier options such as zero-sugar and gluten-free Oreo products. Then, to increase gummy goodness for Mondelez products like Sour Patch and Swedish Fish, Mondelez is working to replace synthetic food dyes with natural alternatives, citing changing consumer preferences and evolving laws, though a specific timeline has yet to be released. The move follows pressure from U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and growing state-level bans on artificial colors. Previously an outlier among major food companies, Mondelez joins peers shifting away from synthetic dyes amid health concerns and regulatory momentum. In regards to the climate-conscious crowd, a federal judge dismissed a proposed class action, accusing Mondelez of greenwashing by labeling certain Cliff Bars as, quote, climate-neutral certified. The court ruled the packaging accurately reflected certification by the Change Climate Project and did not claim the products themselves were climate neutral. Judge Man Shah dismissed the case with prejudice, finding nothing deceptive in the labeling. The plaintiff had alleged consumers overpaid due to misleading environmental claims, but the judge said the complaint mischaracterized Mondelez's statements. In the future, marketing statements could also be coming from almighty AI, as Mondelez is deploying a new generative AI tool to cut marketing content production costs by 30% to 50%, as consumer goods companies look to offset pressure from tariffs and tighter consumer spending. Developed with Publicis Group and Accenture, the tool has already cost Mondelez more than $40 million and is being used for social media and digital marketing for brands such as Chips Ahoy in the US and Milka in Germany. Mondelez expects the technology to produce short TV ads as early as this year and potentially for the 2027 Super Bowl. The AI can generate customized visuals at a fraction of traditional animation costs, though human oversight remains mandatory. The company has strict guidelines to prevent harmful or misleading content and is avoiding the use of AI-generated human likenesses for now. The move reflects a broader shift among investors and companies prioritizing AI investment over dividends and buybacks, as markets increasingly reward long-term growth tied to AI innovation. Beyond Mondelez, firms across consumer goods, banking, defense, healthcare, and retail are adopting AI to reduce costs, speed development, and improve efficiency, extending AI's growing role well beyond the tech sector. So whether you're a fan of AI, snacks, or a combination of the two, please like and share this video with others who enjoy snacking on some less talked about stocks on places like Reddit, X, Telegram, StockTwits, and your own group chats. Sharing and liking the video also helps informative videos like this come out faster to people like you who will enjoy them. And as always, for more on stocks and crypto, follow Ascencore. See you next time.